guys, here with another episode of Trainer Confidential. Got Donnie here, and today, we're a little less than 12 weeks out to the Olympia. So, want to go by some updates and look at the competitor list. We have some new competitors on there than we did last time, and see where we're at. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. So let's jump right into it. So I want to bring up competitor list first. Well, here is the competitor list here. So what do we have new on there? We got Phil Klahar. He won a little bit ago. We got Ross Flanagan. We got Hunter just came in.
Yep.
Justin Shearer. So we got a few more. You know what? Jack ain't even actually on there yet. He has to.
No, I mean, he's not.
He's not on there yet. Man, that changes things.
So he's got to be going for bear for this one coming up.
Yeah. And I want to get in. As we all know, there's not much on Andrew Jack as far as his physique updates. But I want to kind of look at him, his recent posts, and kind of look at that and kind of go from there. But he's he it's hard to say what he looks like. We all know what Hunter looks like right now, and Hunter is tip top. Like he is. I think in my mind he's the front runner to win Texas, but we don't know what kind of package Andrew Jack is going to bring.
Yeah,
and so that changes things. So anyway, let's start off with Samson first. So this was a day ago here. This is Samson. He's 330 pounds.
330.
So, yeah.
With a taper.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? I mean, he's fairly lean. He's got a lot of work to do, but is he gonna get lean enough to do some damage?
But even if he were to get like super lean, that's still gonna have him at about 270 something.
Oh yeah.
Goodness gracious.
He's by far gonna be the biggest guy on stage.
The thickest.
He'll be bigger than Ramy. Ramy, is he? Well, he a couple Olympics. He's been at 300, right? But last one I think he was 290 something. Am I right?
Yeah.
So he hovers around 302.
He's kind of running to Victor Richards back in the 80s. They had this mass monster, Victor. That's in some ways, in some off way, that's who he reminds me of.
And I'm pretty sure that's a extra big doorway there too. So because he's like 6'3" or 6'5" or something like that. It's an extra big door, I think, also. But it doesn't do him any justice just looking at him by himself. You got to put him next to somebody.
Yeah, and that's how some people are.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go up to Hunter next. Now this is Hunter's latest. This is 4 days ago, I believe. Yes, this video he did. This is his last leg day he'll do before the Texas. But he is looking sharp.
See, to me, that's marathon dieting right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been dieting most of the year.
Yep. Yeah, he's been on point. He's been on point with his training, with his diet and everything. He's been on point. He's got.
I don't think he's ever been over maybe 5.5, maybe 6%, 5.5, 6% at his fattest.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. He didn't bring in the conditioning last Olympia, and he knows that. And he changed some things, and here's what we got now. So this is awesome. And he even says himself, this ain't the best package yet. So I'm curious.
This is still part of the process.
Because I mean,
he got to refill and re-dry, and the longer you do this over an extended period of time, I mean, the more efficient it becomes.
Yeah, and that was his plan. So I know he's got his peak week figured out from last one, but he's still going to critique some stuff, and he should have it pinpointed for the Olympia by then. But the question is, what's going to happen at the Texas, man? I like both those guys. I think Jack is more aesthetically pleasing to my eye than Hunter is, but Hunter is he's on point. He's going to be very hard to beat. And
it's not like Hunter has a bad frame.
No, he doesn't. No, he's just a shorter guy is all. But he's on point, man. He is on point. Okay, who do I got here next? Okay, Ian Valier. That is a big boy.
Kind of looks like Mike Katz there.
To me, it kind of reminds me of Palumbo in a way, because Palumbo
Oh,
was
Mike Katz.
Mike Katz.
Mike Katz.
Okay, okay.
Katz. Yeah. Now, if you really saw a picture of Mike Katz doing this side chest, you'd be, oh yeah, he's right.
Really?
Yeah, seriously, he looks
Should I
like
look
Mike
him?
Katz.
Should I look him up real quick?
You can look him up.
All right, Mike Katz
Mike Katz.
with a K.
K. A-T-Z, yes. Mike Katz. No. There he is.
Oh, there we go. Let's get some images.
There. Pop. Right here. No, here. Go right. Just go.
There we go. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Wow.
I told you.
Here's a side chest here. Jeez. It's full muscular.
Especially by the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy looks like Mike Katz with a little bit of a beard.
Huh, you're right. So what do you think? What do you think, Ian? I mean, what do you think he's how do you think he's gonna do in the Olympia? Do you think he's gonna place up? Do you think he's gonna stay the same? Do you think he's gonna rank down?
It could go either way because he's got a little Dennis Wolfish in him, you know, in his look, especially in his upper body, and you know, it's just hard to tell. It's hard to tell. He's always like there, but he's not there. He's there, but he's not there.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a controversy. Some people are saying him winning the Toronto, that Musan should have won and stuff like that. I didn't really see, and I know it's close, but I think Ian looked better than at that show. But there's some controversy about that. But I'm just like, he's so damn big. Is he aesthetic? Is he aesthetic still?
I think he's got a fairly decent degree of aesthetics on him.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, I think
he doesn't have an ugly physique.
No, not at all. No. Personally, I think he's going to go up in rank, but this Olympia might be one of the best Olympias ever with competitors. So it's hard to say.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah, it is. Oh, and here we go. Here's a competitor right here, Nick Walker. We know what to expect from him, and we get updates from him all the time. But he's looking pretty good. He's just like Hunter. I don't think he got off. I think he's pretty much been on diet. His diet's been on point since the Olympia, or even he hasn't, because remember after the show, he didn't even give it time to bounce back. He just went straight to training. He was straight to, phase one, and he's been that way ever since. That guy is very disciplined. Very disciplined.
Yeah.
So there's Nick Walker. Now we go to Tonio, the Predator. I like this guy. The only thing
if he can come in like that.
Yeah, yes. He can come in like that. The other thing about him, do you think he doesn't have the mass that some of the other guys got. Do you think that could hurt him?
Well, Shubin doesn't have the mass that a lot of those guys have neither.
That's right. He didn't. But
he's got to really be on point, man.
He does. And what we've seen from him, he's been pretty much on point with his shows. I mean, do you think in New York, do you think he could have been better?
Yeah, I mean, he's like Dexter reincarnated. I mean,
yeah,
seriously. I mean, their structure is very similar. Very similar structure.
Yeah, he's got a great structure. How big is he? Is he a tall guy? I'm not really sure.
I think I don't know. I don't know if he's a tall guy or not. I know he's a heavyweight.
He seems to be maybe a shorter kind of guy. All right, we're gonna go to Curry, Brandon Curry.
Yes, that's gonna be a big question mark there.
Yes,
because it could go either way.
Yep.
But I mean, the thing about it is we all know what his flaws are. We've said this, and it's been conveyed, and if that doesn't change, then that's just an extra strike against him and stuff,
Yeah.
We know what he looks like. He's not like he's coming out of the woodwork, and we don't know what his potential is.
Yeah.
You know.
Now he's been in like Dubai, hasn't he, or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes there for training.
So
Prep.
we really haven't seen much from updates from him either, actually. Uh, as far as physique updates. I mean, this is similar, but these could have been taken a long time ago. You put them together. I think that was the Arnold right there, that last shot.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we got him, and that's
But
that's gonna be another surprise.
if he's on, yeah, he will be walking away with a paycheck. Let's put it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I agree. Okay, here's another guy, Ross Flanagan. I like this guy. This
I
guy's
like his
not only
structure.
funny, he has some good he makes Sauce Boss some sauces for prep food and stuff,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they're pretty good. They're really good. But the guy, he's a funny guy, and he's a cool guy. But this guy, he's also, let's see, this is July 28th here. But he's going to be a future. I think he's got a good future ahead of him.
Got a great
Ross
X
Flanagan.
frame.
Yeah, he does. He does. And he comes in shredded too. He was shredded, he comes in shredded. Okay, so we got Lunsford next. Now this is Lunsford's latest video. I think I showed you this one already. Look at those cuts he's got in his legs. Guy sticks his finger in it. Like it's I mean, this is 12 weeks out.
Yeah.
He's got cross striations.
12 weeks out.
12 weeks out. So this was 4 days ago that this was posted, and he's looking like that already. I mean,
Yeah, they can take his diet down to like maybe what, about 5 weeks?
yeah. I mean, he's not behind at all. Like, and his legs have come up so much in the past.
Yeah,
Because
they
that was
have.
kind of that was a problem for him.
That's one of his knockout punches right there. That front leg.
Yeah. And I've said it before, I think he's got the best back in bodybuilding right now. At least I think so. He just, if I had to guess right now who's going to win Olympia, I'd have to say Derek Lunsford out of everybody.
I put him in a front runner.
Yeah.
He's in that top tier.
But don't quote me on that. I don't want to say say anything yet. I'm just saying that would be who I would choose if I was, right now.
You got to bet on a horse.
That doesn't mean anything in a few weeks or especially 12 weeks. So, okay, now we're going to go to Mr. Olympia himself, Hadi Chupin. Now, this was also July 26th. I think this was the newest physique update he had. That guy is an animal.
Does he always stay in peak week?
Yeah, it seems like it.
He's like
Clarita.
He's in peak week all year round.
Yeah, I think Clarita pretty much does too. They're just that way all year round. That's why you know what to expect when they're up there on stage. They're gonna be shredded to the bone, and he has to be because he's a smaller guy, like you said before.
Right.
So that's the only way around it is he just needs to be shredded to the bone more than everybody else, and that's what got him the Olympia last year. So this year. So now, as the question is there going to be is there going to be two Olympias under his belt? And I know we've talked about it before. I asked you, you think there's going to be somebody winning 8 Olympias again, or even 6, or even 4?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it might be hard to get 2 Olympias in a row, at least right now. But we have some upcoming bodybuilders that are in the scene now that if they grow to their potential, I could totally see them taking several. But the thing is, there's a handful of those guys out there, and that's the problem. There's not one. There's several of them. That haven't reached their full potential yet. So it's bodybuilding is going to be really interesting in the next couple of years to see what happens, and everything can change in 1 year. So we'll see what happens to Hadi. See if we know what to expect from him. So it's not going to be a surprise. Now here's a pro debut at the last show he did that he won, Justin Shire. This guy is he's got a pretty phenomenal physique too. I could see him being thick. Top 10 this year, I think.
Yeah, very thick.
But yeah, I think he's with HD Muscle now, I think. He's got a contract through them. But yeah, that's a guy's he's going to be a contender himself. All of these guys that I'm pulling up, minus a couple of them, are all going to be contenders. And here's Ramy. This is July 19th. Now, I've heard somebody tell him, I don't remember who it was, but they were next to him in person, and they were saying he's the whitest human being they've ever seen. I mean, shoulder to shoulder, that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, for example, you take Nick Walker. I'm going to go back to Nick Walker real quick. Take Nick Walker's full muscular compared to Ramy's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huge difference. Oh, I mean, he's got just boulder shoulders. He's but
wow. Yeah, he does.
I don't know.
And it'd be a tall guy with shoulders like that. That's even more imposing.
Yeah. Now, he had some problems with some nerve stuff going on with his back and all that. He's been doing stem cell stuff on his back, and from what I've heard, he's changed things and stuff's starting, come back. So I know, well, a lot of us were talking this whole last year. Should he take a break? Is he not going to win it again? Is he just going to be kind of chasing, or what kind of damage can he do from right now? And I'll tell you one thing: Ramy ain't gonna quit. He ain't no quitter. That's for one thing. So if he has stuff to fix, he's going to fix it, I think, and that's going to be another surprise we're going to have on the Olympia stage when he walks out.
I mean, it could happen.
Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, and I mean, if it was a nerve thing in this, I don't know too much about the stem cell replacement stuff, but I heard that it works very well. So if he got that stuff fixed, then it's hard to say. I mean, his muscles should bounce back pretty quick, right? Just with muscle memory alone. I mean, right? I mean, if you got the nerves going back, it shouldn't take too long. So
he looks really impressive there, though.
Right? Right? He's got.
I mean, he looks dry too. I mean, goodness gracious, he didn't look like that at the Olympia.
No,
I mean, at the Arnold or the Olympia, actually, for that matter.
Well, you remember his what was it? Was it the 2 days before the Arnold?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it the Olympia? It was the Olympia. Remember, he put a physique update and he was just off the charts, like he was there. And then he showed up at the Olympia and he wasn't. Remember?
Yeah.
I think that was at the Olympia. Turns out he was like doing cardio the day of the Olympia and something like that. But anyway, he had some stuff happen. But I mean, he was at least 2 days before he was tip top like he is here. So, but Ramy's hasn't been consistent though, has he? I mean, has he been consistent?
No, not really, not really.
So
the time that he was consistent, I mean, he had some payoff.
Yeah,
it got him two Olympias,
And now the thing is about that, like, because the competition then wasn't as deep as it is now. So we have a big mass monster like Ramy come out on stage, and he dominated. Would that happen now though, with that same physique?
No. It's pretty much the way Dorian was. Dorian, he was a big bodybuilder, but you would have about 3 or 4 people that were like a few pounds heavy. I mean, like 20, 30 pounds heavier than him. I mean, Paul Dillette was bigger than Dorian,
Yeah.
Nasser El Sambate, you had Jean-Pierre Fuchs. I mean, all those mass muscles. And then, of course, you had the German. What's his name?
Marcus Rule.
Yeah, Marcus Rule. I mean, some of these guys actually outweighed him. So
now, how big was Marcus Rule? He was over 300, right?
He was. If he wasn't, he was close.
Yeah,
I think he was though.
A giant.
Yeah, he was huge.
All right.
So I mean, yeah.
So here's Chris O. This is 5 days ago. He's still looking pretty lean. He's obviously got a lot of work to do, but man, this is another guy that is going to blow the socks off of bodybuilding if he comes in. If he fixes the glutes, he fixes the back, on all the problem areas that he had. This guy might be unstoppable. He's just one of those guys. He's big. He's aesthetic. He's probably got the biggest arms in bodybuilding, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, he's another one. People say when you see him in person, he just, the pictures don't do him justice.
Yeah, he is.
He's a regular giant
specimen.
So, and I think he's he didn't make top 10 last year. He's going to be definitely top 10 now. Question is he going to be top 5? Is he going to do better than that? We'll just have to wait and see. All right,
Yeah,
here's Andre Presti. This guy is pretty impressive too. I believe he won. Was that the Italian Pro or something like that? I think he won. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was July 31st.
Uh-huh.
It was a little bit ago. Oop. And he's a fairly, I don't know how long he's been bodybuilding, but I haven't heard of him until this year. So have you? Do you know much about
No,
him?
I haven't. And I've seen some great bodybuilders in Olympia lineups get lost in that obscurity. So
Yeah. You're right.
A lot of great physiques get overlooked.
And that's going to bring me back to Sergio. Is Sergio going to do the Olympia this year?
Did he
I'd like to
qualify?
see him in the Olympia. Huh?
Did he qualify?
Not yet. That's what I mean. He's got to, but from what I heard, he's going to do. I think he's going to do some shows overseas. But I mean, he could be at the what do you call it? The not the Worlds, but the
Arnold?
No, so we got Texas Pro, and then we got what here in the States?
Oh, we
Texas,
got the Legion.
Legion, yes, Legion. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
I got a feeling he's going to be in the Legion because he's in the States now.
Yeah.
So, but he's a guy I'd like to see on stage too because that guy's phenomenal too.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just going to take a break and get at it next year. I don't know. Here's
We'll
Hassan, another mass monster. 7 days ago. Look at him.
Wow, that's impressive, dude.
Yeah, that is very impressive. Now this guy's got to be around 300 pounds too. I think he's a big dude.
And the thing about it, I mean, somebody, how tall does he look to you? He's not that much taller than that refrigerator.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's probably 5'10" or something like that. Maybe 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, right in that heavyweight range. Although he's got the weight of a super heavy.
Yeah. He's just a genetic freak, is what he is. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Jack here. He's not in the Olympia yet, but I'm pretty sure he will be. And this is the recent one that we got. This is August 6th. Him with Cutler. I think this is Cutler's. He had a guest appearance here. But I'm really interested.
Don King role.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see what he's going to look like, man, because I got a lot of faith in Chris Aceto and Psycho in their training and their nutrition. And, I'm really, really curious to see what he's going to look like.
They're keeping him under wraps. So
yes, they are.
You can read that either way.
Yes, exactly. Could go either way.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So we're not going to spend too much time on Andrew Jack because we know where he sits and he's a mystery, is what he is. So here's Phil Klahar. He's going to be definitely the oldest bodybuilder up there on the Olympia stage for Open. Now, let's talk about the Masters Olympia. How do you think he's going to do with that?
I think
beat Kamal and
I think Kamal could take him though.
You think so?
Yeah, he's a big guy. He looks more impressed from the front than he does from the back.
He does. Yeah, the back wasn't too impressive, no. But this was this was the Tampa Masters, I believe, that he won.
How old is he here? 60?
Yeah, he's like 60. Yeah, he's over 60. I think he might be around 60, 61 or something like that. I don't think he's as old as you.
He's my age then.
Yeah, but I think you're a little bit older. But yeah,
I'm 63.
Yeah, he's over 60. So really impressive for 60. All right, we're gonna and I mean I hate to say it, but he's as good as he looks here. He's definitely not going to make top 10. But we have so many bodybuilders up here now that are just so close that you're going to take somebody.
My deal is, at one point in the Olympics, they did have an age cap. They had it broken down by age.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I mean, like I said, Ed Corney was the last one to win the over 60 Olympia.
Huh.
I believe there was an over 50 and then there was an over 60. Now, if they put in that format and stuff, then absolutely. But
Why wouldn't
you
they
know,
do that instead of making your own Masters Olympia? That isn't
so what now?
why, that why wouldn't they just add the Masters onto the actual Olympia instead of doing a separate one? That would make more sense.
Hey, do you know how long that Mr. Olympia lasts?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's
Yeah,
going to be there to see the younger guys. That'd be like, well,
that
what is
would
the
be
Olympia?
that
It's
would be
like
like
3 days.
almost a week.
It'd be a week. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. You'd have to switch it
Because
up on that.
The Masters Nationals will bring over well over 1,000 competitors, just the Masters Nationals.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. He's not his bottom half. He could use some more conditioning on his bottom half in this, but I think he's going to get there. He's got some time still, but Masters Olympia, I think that's going to be his debut there. But we'll see. We got Freddie Smalls, we got Kamal, uh, amongst others. But those are the big names, right? That are in the Masters. So
Yeah,
see that. So here we got Roman Fritz. Again, I think he won. He won a show overseas anyway. Got his Olympia title there. This guy's pretty interesting because he had some medical crap happen to him a while ago. I guess he went into a coma several times, and I mean he was messed up, and came out and won this last show, and here he is. I mean he's another success story. Uh, when you think you lost everything and everything's over, you fight like hell and you win. That's what you do. You win. You know what I
yeah,
mean? He's a
yeah,
he's a good success story. These are kind of people that I love to see in bodybuilding as success stories.
yeah,
Everybody can do it. They might not look like that, but everybody can tackle anything in their life that they want to and succeed. It's just going to take a lot of work. And this is a guy right here that put that work in. So it's good to see him up there. I don't know too much
yeah.
about him. Other than that, I think he's going to get out muscled by most of the guys up there, but he's on the Olympia stage. That is a title in itself. So that's
Hey,
awesome.
remember now, don't forget. I mean, a lot of the Olympias they started out 14th, 15th, 18th place.
Yep, you're right.
You know?
Yeah. This is a start. I don't think he's been in Olympia before. So this is, but you're right. I mean, what was Coleman when his first Olympia?
I think it was like 15th,
Yeah.
15th, 18th,
And then
something like that.
next year he went up a couple. He's like 12th or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
he didn't just shoot up.
And then all of a sudden, bam, he's coming out there and he's ripping shit up. Yeah. Okay, that's what we got here for the contenders. Uh yeah, so it's not stop share. You there?
Yeah,
Oh, my screen just came off. It's not stop sharing again. Well, anyway, we're kind of stuck with this share screen now because it's not wanting to come off. We'll go back to Hunter Labrada. So anyway, yeah, we got the Olympia in less than 12 weeks. We got Texas next week. We got Legions. That is
yes, the Legion.
next month, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And then we got Masters Olympia at the end of this month also. So
Yep.
it's gonna be exciting next couple months, man. Then we got November, the big show of the year. So yeah, I'm excited. Well,
Yep.
I think that's what we got for this week. We're gonna be here next week for the Texas Pro, and we're gonna be seeing might be this man right here on the screen and gonna be number one again. Yeah, so Hunter Labrada has come a long way, man. I bet he's making his dad really proud too.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
And that's the other thing, I like Hunter Labrada a lot, and just same thing with Sergio's because their old man did it, and they're doing it too, and I love
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah, it
And
had an impact on him. It had a big enough
yeah,
impact on them the way they're doing it now themselves.
yeah, I just love that. So I hopefully my son likes to do it too. If he doesn't, that's fine. But I just love that when you see a father and son uh, uh, do that together, whether it's bodybuilding or anything really. But it's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, anything for that, right? Yeah.
so. All right, you guys have a good night, Donnie. We will see you soon.
Yeah, you will.
Thank you guys for watching. You guys go on a comment or anything, and you guys see something we don't, throwing some guys in there we don't know about. Let's talk about them. But anyway, you guys, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next week.